Hey guys, we have Team Liquid versus 100 Thieves. I think this is like a tale of two cities. Have you guys ever heard the tragedy of Dark Plagueis? Okay, JK. Have you guys ever heard the story of two cities? It's about a really rich city and a really poor city, and the kind of outcomes where they start out similarly, but one city becomes really rich, one city becomes really poor. It's kind of like that, where 100 Thieves and TL were finalists in spring, and now 100 Thieves is at the very bottom and TL is at the very tippity top. Oh man, how the mighty have fallen. So I honestly don't have a lot of expectation for this. Oops, sorry about the sound. I don't have a lot of expectation for this game. I think 100 Thieves is just going to get straight up smashed, but maybe something interesting happens. How far ahead do you think Core JJ is of every other support in NALCS? Not that far, because Zeyzal exists. I think Core JJ is good, but Zeyzal is still right next to Core. Jace, Silas. Israel first pick. We've been seeing this a lot. I feel like it's so punishable though. When someone picks Israel first, just take stuff like All-Star. I guess you can farm as All-Star if you play versus Israel. There must be a lot of ways to play versus Israel, like playing Sivir, playing Kaisa. Both of those seem to be fine. Silas early is interesting. Silas and Jace double flex picks. Israel Kench Jarvan. Israel Kench is pretty interesting for TL because it means they're playing 1-3-1. When you have Israel and Kench on the same team, you're more geared towards 1-3-1 than you are towards other things. How far ahead is Double Lift over Sneaky? Not very much this split. Not very much. Core JJ plays. Okay, do you guys? I'm not sure if you guys watch international play, but Core JJ is from Gen G, and he was one of their main voices on the team. And a lot of who Core JJ is, and a lot of what Gen G was, passed on to Team Liquid from Core JJ transferring to Team Liquid. I think Core loves safe plays. Here's what defines Gen G. It's outnumber and good team fight. They are very good about outnumbering teams. What outnumbering teams is, you just have more members than the enemy team whenever you're fighting. And Core JJ has done a great job to ensure that TL is always fighting outnumbered team fight by being on the correct places on the map. And they're just very good about team fighting and understanding and reading situations and engaging properly. I talk so much about how good engages are important, right? And good engages make up a team fight. Core JJ, Xmithy, and Impact, I think as a trio, are the best top jungle support at when it comes to engages. I don't think any other team has the better trio when it comes to engages. And most of your engage tools are on top jungle support. So TL has the best team fight and the best engages because they have Impact, Core JJ, and Xmithy. I think Double isn't looking great this split because he isn't probably feeling that much pressure, and also rest of his team is so good, so it's probably masking his play. I think Double If would do a lot better if a lot more people criticize his play and were like, oh, Double isn't great this split, but because Double isn't receiving that much criticism, I don't think he feels like he needs to improve or he is trying to improve as much. TL will become Gen G 2.0 or SSG 2.0 with Core JJ as a shot caller. We can forget about TL playing for early game. Maybe. Jensen did say Core really enjoys the Korean style and they've taken a lot of those traits on. Whew, Aframo tanked so much. Oh my god, he tanked 3 Israel Qs before the game even started. What the fuck? Double lift hit 4 Israel Qs, 5 Israel Qs in a row. 100 Thieves bot lane took 6 Israel Qs in a row. What the fuck? That is not normal. What? They got so much priority that they got fucking scuttle crap. Yikes. Yikes on 100 deep end. I mean, you can build a little priority as Israel. You don't build this much priority. It's real Israel. Israel. Oh, I say Israel instead of saying Israel. Okay, I understand now. Israel. Double lift is hitting every Israel Q. Also, why Xmithy is playing Trundle is because, once again, TL opted onto a teamfight comp actually by picking Ori, Trundle, and Jarvan. And Trundle is a really great pick into Sejuani because Trundle can Trundle can steal all of Sejuani's armor and MR. I was like, TL's gonna play 1-3-1. They drafted Israel and Tom Kench, and TL's like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're gonna play team fight. Here's a Oriana, Trundle, Jarvan. I mean, J4, I'm not saying J4 is a bad champion. I'm just saying J4 is a very teamfight oriented champion. And their initial draft with Tom Kenson, Israel sets up for a really nice 1-3-1 draft, and they just opted into teamfight anyways. What does 100 Thieves draft want to do? They want pick and teamfight. Why is 100 Thieves so awful? I think they just have so much voices on the team, and they need less voices. They're a serious case of too many cooks. I think if they had less vocal members or less ideas on how to play the game in a more streamlined version, they would be doing much better. This is not what a failing 100 Thieves should look like when they have Bang, Someday, and Afro on the same team. I understand that this is an off year for 100 Thieves and their roster building didn't go that well, but I just don't think the floor of this roster should be this low. TL, so much bottom control, so much mid control, Silas doing a reset. Take the dragon. Core JJ, Xmithy, flash out, saving a flash. Good old TL. Man, I get so much flame from TL fans for saying TL games are boring, but TL games are incredibly boring due to how they win. They win in a very standard way, and they win in a very grindy way. They don't take explosive team fights. They don't play explosively in side lanes. They don't go for outplays. They win in a very standard and a methodical play. As a coach and an analyst, I love this play, and a lot of prop to TL for doing this. It'll probably guarantee them they get first in NA. But as a spectator and a fan of League of Legends and LCS, fuck, this style is so fucking boring to watch. Yeah, it's very similar to 2016, 2017 Samsung and Gen G. And I also don't think if TL continuously plays this way, it's not even good for TL. Because in the future, they're going to have to learn additional playstyles. And they're going to have to play multiple ways and draft in a more flexible way. I think just playing this kind of style and playing to win in this kind of way is not the most healthy for TL. Okay, think of it as this way. You are the best, let's say, you are the best, I don't know, you're the best at karate at your local dojo. If you just beat up people that are worse than you, doing the same thing over and over again, do you get better at karate? Or maybe there's a new kid from Cobra Kai and he does like a special karate move and he beats you and you get challenged and you learn your own special karate moves. And you're like, holy shit, I can't just do my standard karate. I have to learn different kind of karate move. Holy shit, the sweep the leg shit is fucking OP. I need to learn and I need to embrace and put other aspects of fighting into my karate game. Then you improve as a karate fighter. But TL's in a state where no team can really challenge them in the standard team fight NA playstyle, and they get away with anything. They get away with playing, yeah, they get away with murder. I think it's an overall NA problem, and some of the blame has to be shared for other NA teams for not being proactive enough and not playing 1-3-1 enough. But some of the blame has to go to TL too. Man, look at the games that we have, guys. TL slowly won a dragon fight, and they took dragon. TL slowly won a bottom fight, and they took turret. Let's talk about this. They're slowly winning the game on 100 Thieves. They're getting objectives one by one and rotating properly. They're going to get the next dragon. They're going to get the next top turret. And at a certain point, they're going to get Baron. And after they get Baron, they're going to split 2 lanes. And the enemy team is going to be forced to take a team fight because they realize we're slowly losing the game. And TL will win that team fight. And one of TL members will go on the stage and they'll be like, yeah, we're making sure we don't get complacent. And we're going to make sure that we try to win this split. We're still watching out for TSM and Cloud9. They're catching up to us. And they're going to give a very standard PR interview. And Steve will post a picture of Jersey Mike, like 2-3 sandwich day. And we're going to rinse and repeat for 4 more weeks. And TL's going to go to playoffs. Oh look, TL out macroed and killed the person. Do we want to go even a little bit further? TL will go to MSI. They will play versus G2 and Griffin and Chinese teams. And their tempo and their rate of speed of how they play is going to be nothing close to they've seen in NA. They're going to lose some scrims and they're going to realize, holy shit, the way we play it in NA is not going to work. It's going to be too late because you can't fucking make up a whole split worth of progress during a boot camp. They're going to lose at MSI. European teams will shit on NA and be like, haha, you is better. And NA will be like, we're trying, we're working. Every year, different team, maybe a different name, but same story. And the cycle continues. And then a new avatar will be born in the new different element. The cycle of NA first seed. It passes on from TSM to CLG to Team Liquid and then back to Cloud9 and back to TSM and back to CLG. The NA first seed cycle is eternal. We'll do great in NA, we'll be a good team fighting team, and we'll go to international play and we'll get our fucking asses whooped. It's beauty of NA. Maybe I'm being too cynical and maybe TL will do something, but just at this current rate, It's really hard to see TL do. I mean, they are playing 1-3-1 right now as we're talking about this. Jensen's one, top 3 people mid, and Impact bottom. So maybe they can play 1-3-1. They just don't opt into the champions that are actually good for 1-3-1. Jarvan and Orianna are not the ideal champions for 1-3-1. Maybe I'm being too cynical. We'll see. I always need to out when I'm shitting on TL, or the TL fans will shit on me back, and then this is good 1-3-1. What is it? Taking a fight and then using Tahm Kench to play on the side lane. But why do this with Jarvan? Like, why are you drafting Jarvan and Ori if you're gonna play 1-3-1? Like, they realize with Kench and Israel that their team fight or their win condition is gonna be 1-3-1, so they're playing for the 1-3-1. But why draft Jarvan and Ori? They are showing slow improvements towards the 1-3-1. This is 1-3-1. Can't deny that. Baron, 25 minutes into the game, even though you have a 7k gold lead. Oh, no, back to clearing waves. Impact, don't say Impact can't play anything else, because he played Akali, and he did good on Akali. He can play carries. TL, Impact can only play tank as a meme. They're playing 1-3-1 in a teamfight comp because they can fall back on teamfight if they can't do 1-3-1 properly. Maybe. Dude, there must be pressure on TL to win though. Because they spent so much money, and if TL fails, like, there's just so much scrutiny on them. It just... It is a lot of courage and a lot of work to play a 1-3-1 style when there is so much on the line, and they do have they are expected to dominate NA. You give TL an inch, and they'll take 2 inches. "28 minutes into the game, massively ahead, up 5 turrets, up about 7k gold. Baron nowhere to be seen in sight." Feels shitty to compare to other regions, but I agree completely. I do think G2 and Griffin already would have Barons by now, and already would be ending the game, and already would be playing the game in a much faster style. Chico Kim 811, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. TL... I just seen this before way too many times. I've seen this from NA. I've seen this from the TSM roster I coached. I've seen this from the TSM roster I didn't coach, the TSM roster after me, the 2017 TSM. I just seen this way too often, and I know what the end game is. You lose to Korean and Chinese and European teams. I just seen this team before. The nameplates might have changed. It was Bjergsen Wild Turtle. It was Bjergsen Double Lift. I've seen this team before. As much as I'm criticizing TL, props to them for dominating NA. It just... there is an expectation for the first place NA team to do better and more than just this. Man, what a cynical review. But I'm cynical because I expect more out of you. I'm the tiger mom. Why you come with A? Why no A prof? How you gonna be doctor? Why you only get into Harvard? Timmy next door get into Harvard and MIT. You get into both. You know what B stand for? B stand for beat the shit out of you. C stand for can't live here no more. D stand for damn you fucked. It just, there's a lot of expectations on TL as the first seed, and a lot of expectations for TL to do well. A stands for average. Core JJ has been insane. Okay. Wait, did I say average? Wait, I meant amazing. Core JJ has been amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god, I was in cynical TL mode. I said Core JJ was average. I meant Core JJ has been amazing. I do think Core JJ is going to win MVP.